very warm welcome to Must Know Topics. In this particular series, I'll be taking down various lecturate and GD topics which will be helpful in preparing for various competitive examinations, including service selection board interviews. The topic that I will be taking today will be natural disaster, and this will be the 20th lecturate of the series. I'll be covering this particular topic in 3 subdivisions, that is introduction part, followed by types, then disaster management or the conclusion. Coming to the introduction, well, it is very common for any country to face natural disaster, but for a country like India, it is common and it is unusually with very high frequency. And well, this is mainly because of the geographical conditions of the country. Now, coming to the types of natural disasters, the natural disasters are classified into 4 types, that is natural calamities, wars, epidemics, and financial crisis. Natural calamities: India's geographical regions vary from deserts to glaciers, then dense forest to oceans, and it is very common that many states are prone to such natural calamities. Now, if we see the recent past, there have been so many calamities such as the Chennai rains, Cyclone Bulbul, Uttarakhand floods, Tsunami 2004, and Maharashtra rains, and many more. Coming to war-like situation, India has fought so many wars since the year 1947 after independence. In 1947, it fought war with Pakistan, 1962 with China, 65 again with Pakistan, 71 again with Pakistan for Bangladesh liberation, then Operation Meghdoot, that was also between India and Pakistan, Kargil war between India and Pakistan. So all these war-like situations have resulted in loss of human life and devastation of the Indian economy. Now, coming to the epidemics and the pandemics. Now, if you consider epidemics, it has a high loss of life, and it is mainly because there is no proper hygiene and sanitation facility. Now, Surat plague, this is the recent example, and in order to promote hygiene and sanitation, the government came up with the plan of Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. Now, there are pandemics also that can be considered under natural disasters. Now, specifically in the recent past, COVID-19 has been declared as pandemic by the World Health Organization, and moreover it has been declared as epidemic by the Delhi government. Now, this is having a great impact on the human life and the Indian economy. Now, International Monetary Fund has projected that India's economy will go down to 1.8% this year and is likely to get risen by 7.2% in the year 2021 to 2022. Now, previously 2019 to 2020 it was around 5.6%, and now it is projected that it will go to 1.8%. That shows that there is going to be a very large effect on the Indian economy. Not only the Indian economy, but it is also going to affect the global economy. Moreover, as per a report published in Hindu newspaper, it stated that this is going to be like the 2008. There was a crisis, recession. There was a crisis, and it is similar to that. World is going in recession. There was a article in Hindu newspaper. And moreover, the major reasons why the economy is getting affected is that there is no trade happening. Industries like travel, tourism is down. People are locked down inside, so no business is happening. No small kirana shops are open, no malls, nothing is open, so there is no business. Moreover, the stranded workers, migrant workers who are working on daily wage basis, since there are no construction works, they are not getting employed. So all this is resulting in the great devastation of the Indian economy. Moreover, there is no vaccine, so even the human life is being affected. Coming to the financial crisis, so basically in case of financial crisis, the economy decreases. Now, in the year 2008, there was a world recession, and that is basic example of financial crisis. Now, coming to the disaster management and the conclusion part, well, in the year 2005, in the month of December, Disaster Management Act was passed, and NDMA, that is National Disaster Management Authority, was set up, and it is headed by the Prime Minister. Apart from that, at state level and district level, we have State Disaster Management Authority, headed by the Chief Minister, and at DDMA, that is District Disaster Management Authority, headed by the District Collector. Apart from that, NDRF and SDRF is there, that is National Disaster Response Force and State Disaster Response Force. Moreover, there are Home Guards, then paramilitary forces are there, Indian Armed Forces are there, who have always come forward to help the people. And moreover, there are specific NGOs who are working in similar situations. Now basically, if we see the recent examples like COVID-19, that is a pandemic, in this case police forces, doctors, then municipal workers, municipal party workers, those who are involved in cleaning, they're working day and night for the protection of people. Apart from that, floods that happened last year, then Chennai rains, Maharashtra rains, or in all these conditions, the NDRF, SDRF and the armed forces came forward to evacuate people. Even NCC cadets, they volunteered and they helped people. Moreover, this year also exercise NCC Yogdan was conducted by the NCC cadets in order to protect the people from COVID-19 and assist the police forces. So, and many NGOs are coming forward to provide food to poor people who are unemployed at present. So, coming to the conclusion part, it is very much important that in any disaster like situation, India should stand up strong and national integrity should be promoted in this case. Moreover, the government should also come up with many precautionary measures and act in order to make our NDMA, that is Disaster Management Authorities, strong. And we should also create awareness about various national disasters and how to respond to it, and this will surely help people to come out of it. So I hope this topic would have been useful. In case you like this video, do hit the like button and subscribe the channel. Thank you.